Hi everybody, I'm here to wrap up our Go Giver Influencer book. We went through the last 5 weeks of all of the 5 secrets of genuine influence. And I just kind of want to wrap it up for you in a nutshell and give you my personal opinion or how it seems to work in my life. But first, let's go back over what those 5 secrets are. So we had number 1 was breathe, master your emotions. Number 2 was listen, step into the other person's shoes. Number 3 was smile, set the frame. Number 4 was be gracious, communicate with tact and empathy. And number 5 was trust, let go of having to be right. And I think all of these, as I've kind of tried to explain as we've moved along each week, they all so work together very, very well. And I know I use some of them almost daily, I think, especially when you have to do breathe. I mean, that's a big one. You know, in my profession and a lot of people, you have to communicate and you have to meet with the public, you have to do public speaking. And anytime I have an engagement like that, the first thing I think about, and it really does work, is master those emotions, take that nervous energy down a little bit, and just take a few really deep breaths. It just kind of calms the nerves, gets your mind together, and you can go out and do what you need to do and make that presentation. But it all rolls together in listening. When we look into the second skill, I mean, that's very important. It's something I think we all struggle with. I do too. We're all busy professionals or busy in our personal lives. And sometimes we're multitasking in our head and it's really hard to focus. So take a breath and then listen. Just kind of let that kind of start the process, kind of clear your mind, focus on what you're doing, focus on who you're listening to so you can pay attention and get the most out of the conversation. And then one of my favorite things, of course, is smiling, setting the frame. That's an awesome thing. Whenever you can walk into a room, especially if you think it's going to be confrontational, the first thing you do when you greet somebody is just smile. Set that frame that here we are, it's going to be great. It kind of takes down the walls, and it's a wonderful tool to use. So when you're meeting with anybody, you start the conversation out with a smile, it's bound to go well. And of course, be gracious. That's so important in this world today too, and I think so many of us are gracious, but communicate with tact and empathy. Think about what the other person is going through. You know, use your words correctly and just be conscientious of the situation you're in or the person that you're talking to. Be gracious and have gratitude. And of course, the last one that we ended with last week was trust and learning how to not always have to be right. And with that, of course, comes compromise. So these are wonderful tools to use to be your go-giver influencer that all work together. So whenever you're going into something again, always remember, step 1, breathe. Then listen, smile, be gracious, and then trust. You don't always have to be right. I hope everyone enjoyed these books and you're working towards being that amazing go-giver influencer. Thanks, everyone.